about.
Is anyone tweeting? Should we tweet?
I just got the tweet ready.
Oh, good. What? You overachiever.
Oh, God. Oh, hey,
Yes, hi.
PSYLP is live or something like that.
What?
Nothing interesting, I'm sure.
What?
Alright, it's tweeted. Okay, we can go. Do the thing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play 3 Galaxies. I hope everyone had a great holiday.
Having
This is a
a
Let's
good
Play now.
time.
I
Having
had a
good
great holiday.
time.
My Secret Santa and Immigrant stiffed me, but that's fine. I had enough fun giving a present to that poor sod that I got. So,
Yikes.
oh my god, I included a supplemental video with his present.
Oh, was that with the brain slices?
I explained.
Oh my God.
I bought him coasters that had slices of a brain. Then I explained what each section of the brain did. And as you all know, I am an expert in neuroscience. I am not an expert in neuroscience, but I feel like I feel highly qualified to talk about anything because I have won multiple debates on the internet. So,
That
PhD.
sounds about right.
Welcome back, everyone. We were on a small hiatus for the holidays, but we are back now that it is 2019. Woo!
Hooray.
last of the teens, everybody.
And we're going to get into the 20s. The
Yep.
multiple different kinds of 20s. The
There's
2020.
There's a very, very good chance that none of us here will live to see other teens again.
Don't underestimate me.
Like 2111 comes out, you're standing in front of my tombstone. I told you, Squee! Oh, man. But time to get right back into the story. As it has been a few weeks, a brief recap. Vector's an asshole.
Yep.
True facts.
You got his only friend.
Yep.
Who he tried to murder.
Yeah, with the way he treats friends, that's not too surprising. I mean,
So if I hadn't stated at the start, he is a bit of an asshole.
He's also a serial.
No, but honestly, you guys managed to keep her alive, which is impressive given what happened. You drove away from the scene. Probably a good idea.
shit, right.
And made your
He
way
is a
back
serial.
to made your way back to the second chance where you met up with Isaac's sister.
Yeah.
And she had a very interesting message from Isaac's father, who is in the future at the moment. He basically relayed that he's not sure what your friends are doing. He's referring, of course, to Cyber 6 and Tessa, but he doesn't know them as such. But it looks like they started some sort of small turf war with a syndicate of some kind. And he was just explaining this as calm as can be. Yeah, I mean, that's a really brief recap, but I think that covers the important bits. Where we left last time, Isaac's sister had just gotten a tour of the ship,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys were figuring out what your next steps were. Probably a sauna. Everyone likes a good sauna after a machine gun trap.
Yeah. I think our next step's probably going to have to be to get over to the future so we can save Tessa.
I mean, that's fair. I don't think you actually have a sauna room.
We
I
could
mean-
make one. We
You
were
have
just
Sarah's
talking about
room.
this. We
No, we
we were
weren't.
just talking about this room. We could redo this room to be whatever. But
We
it also
can't
has
make-
a
that's
carpet.
too big for a sauna.
I can
Because
make it
who-
very complicated.
Because who needs a med bay? Am I right?
Well, when you have a guy that can just fix you with his mind.
I mean, someone has to bleed somewhere.
I'm curious, Lucas. Are you positive that there are 30 of them?
What?
It's clacking teeth.
Oh, yes.
And
Yeah. Oh, wait.
I love how 2 of those words are actually descriptions.
30 of them loud.
Dance. Yes. So, yes, indeed. We're opening up the session with the ball in everyone's court, except mine, of course. What exactly do you guys want to do? Do you need to have any interactions? Is there anything you want to discuss? Do you guys want to head off towards Zebron in the future?
If nobody has any problems, I'm gonna talk to my sister.
Good.
What's with the good?
We talked about what's with the good.
Jeez.
Wow.
Stand on 2 clacking teeth and chatter my way down the hallway.
God dang it, Lucas.
Yeah?
Right past Theta.
Yeah.
And, who was actually escorting her around?
Isaac was.
Right. So, yeah, Lucas does that past you, and there's a moment where she's just silent for a while, and then she goes, "Yep. So that just happened."
Yeah, that'll happen. He has like 30 of those damn things. They take up a room.
How do you get anything done with all these distractions?
You know, that's a very good question. I don't know. We're just really good at coming up with solutions and acting on them. Flying by the seat of our pants. That's how we do things.
I've noticed. Sure. That's charming that you think that's effective.
I mean, it's worked so far.
She looks at you.
What all do you think we've done? What all do you think we've done?
And being effective are not the same thing, little brother.
I guess you do have a point.
He finally reaches you guys.
Yes, Lucas?
Sounds like there's a squabble.
It's no big deal. Unless
are
it is
you
a big
aware
deal.
that you are standing on walking dentures?
What? Oh, shoot, I am.
Straight face, she turns to Isaac. I thought so.
Yeah.
Do I have quarters?
You can choose anyone that's not been claimed. We make sure to write our names on the little placard next to the door. We have name tags.
I see. And she'll start walking down the hall, looking at the name tags.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you're following?
Yeah.
I don't have a token for her. I need to make one someday.
Yeah, someday.
So she's just looking at the different names. I mean, she's not engaging you in conversation, so...
Also, we have a laser tag. Or not laser tag, a laser gun range. Want to shoot something?
She looks at you. That's more of Dad's field, but okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, you don't like guns?
I didn't say I don't like them. I just don't
Okay.
find them as effective as a sword.
So you have... Okay, but what if it's a ranged battle that you're having to deal with?
She, in the blink of an eye, whips out her sword, slashes it in a cross motion, and you see what looks like 2 electrical arcs in an X formation just slam down the hall into the wall, leaving a scorched mark.
Impressive, and I'm gonna have to clean that up now, aren't I?
She shrugs. I mean, well, you could leave it.
Did somebody
Adds
just
character.
throw... What happened?
Yeah, like it was really loud.
Go-do.
It's like lightning just went down the hallway.
Jeez.
Just a very quiet in the distance. Wasn't me.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah, not
seriously,
this
the
time.
last time that happened, the bathroom flooded.
Yeah, that's true. Here, I'll show you the gun range, and then I'll show you our aquarium, and the story behind that.
She follows you and she kind of shrugs. Aquariums need stories now.
It's an aquarium to a different, under an ocean. It's an aquarium under the ocean.
She stops.
Yeah.
Okay, forget the gun range. Show me the aquarium.
Okay. Follow me to the bathroom.
She stops again. Isaac, what?
Oh
Just
shit, a
follow
gun
me.
range! When did we
Just
go
follow
into
me.
these?
What do you mean?
Starts following you.
Oh my god. So then they head
But
to the
I
bathroom.
assume you take her to the bathroom, which
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just it occurred to me thinking of it as her. It's a really weird place to have an aquarium.
Yeah.
Not really.
Well, he's going to, before they go in, point at this wall and go, okay, so see how there's nothing, right? Solid wall.
Right.
And he's going to go in and show her. And now look at this.
She does look. And then she looks again. I don't understand. A mini temporal gate? How would you even power that?
Magic.
Oh. Right. I'm not very versed in magic.
Okay. Well, let's just say this place is really powered by magic. In fact, in case it wasn't obvious that this ship is bigger on the inside than the outside, we did some things, we accomplished some goals, and we got wishes, and we got this. A wish where we could ask for whatever, and this was my wish.
And who asked for the giant gummy worm?
That was actually a being from that planet.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
And
like the whole time she's just staring out at like the fish. It's a fairly impressive scene.
Yeah, it's a place called Candyland.
She nods and goes, "Okay. You know, the more I ask you to explain, the less it all makes sense. Is that normal with your group?"
Kinda, yes. Like I said, we fly by the seat of our pants, but we get shit done.
All right. She turns around. I'll bite.
Yeah.
What do you want?
What do I want?
You're being really nice to me, and I have done absolutely nothing to deserve that. So, what do you want?
What I want. Well, I want to be able to have some kind of relationship with you and Dad. That's what I want. It's partially why I kept having you talk to Anna instead of me. And it's partially why
had Anna talk to me so that you could have a brother-sisterhood relationship with me?
If we're going to have a relationship, I need you to be okay with my friends.
She kind of
I need you to get used to them.
Like opens her mouth a little bit and she goes, "Oh, you're serious. Okay."
Yes.
Well, brother, Dad's never been good with the whole family thing. He keeps me around because I'm useful, but I'm not a daughter to him. I'm an ally, a fire teammate, a second set of eyes and blade.
Ugh.
I'm not. Not sure how he would handle the whole, hey, Dad, I want to go fishing and stuff.
We don't need to go fishing. We could go and kill some pirates. I mean, that's a thing.
She kind of like stops. I mean, that would work better, yes. Look, Isaac, I don't know if you've noticed this or not. I'm not good with people. I'm not used to dealing with people. I'm certainly not used to dealing with family. This is not something that I am good at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, might be better for you to choose someone else.
Okay.
Okay. That's it?
Up.
Why? Is there something wrong with me?
What do you mean? You
What,
asked
you
for
just
me
said
to choose
okay. I thought you wanted a relationship. Were you not even going to try? I say one discouraging thing and you just quit?
What? No, I'm.
She walks
Wait,
out of the
what?
bathroom.
What? I thought she was. I thought she was talking about asking somebody else to talk to her on the radio. What?
Like, if anyone's in the hallway, like, they see her just kind of, like, storm past red-faced.
What? He's gonna try and chase after her.
Oh my god.
Theta.
Okay. You chase after her. You
Mhm.
see two middle fingers pop up as she continues walking away from you. And she walks all the way to the gun range, closes the door behind her. It is apparent that she has taken this up as her residence.
Okay.
Yes, kid?
Oh, I'm not muted. Okay. So I sent you.
That is
pictures.
amazing, by
I
the
drove
way.
her. I
Does
made that like 5 billion years ago.
does Byrne have a copy of that?
Yes, I pulled it from our Discord records.
Byrne, you should totally show that to the stream because that is a dead-on representation.
Let's. Why don't you give it back to? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, here you go.
There you go.
Here you go, stream. That's Isaac's sister. I wonder who she's based off of. Definitely not Biken from Guilty.
I don't even know who that is, so
She's great.
not exactly.
Yeah.
So that went well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Sibling bonding.
Mm-hmm.
A plus.
Well, I think so far they're acting very much like brothers and sisters. So what about the rest of you? What are you doing? I know Lucas is parading.
God.
You need to walk them, otherwise they get too much energy and then they pee
I
on the floor.
understand.
Oh my god. Well done.
I don't really have anything in particular until we're on Zebron.
Perfect. Then we'll make sure no one else has anything.
What happened to the wolf dog, lady?
I'm sorry, the what?
Friend.
What's her name? The
Miss Felina.
Felina, yes. She has been incredibly quiet this entire time. She does actually, this would be important. She would pull someone aside and quietly inquire if there is a doctor or someone of medical expertise on the ship.
I mean, Kid would have been wheeling her around, so I'm guessing that would be Kid.
She'll quietly converse with Kid and she'll say, I don't mean to be a nuisance, but because of my disease, I do require medical therapy and care. Is there a med bay on the ship?
Kind of.
If
Smuggler's Lounge / Medbay. Okay, yes. Yeah. We do have a room, and Kid points over in Isaac's general direction. He fixes stuff, people.
And is also pouting.
I see. If you can give me a few hours, I can have the needed equipment delivered, and I'm sorry, I will need assistance when it comes to the treatments themselves. And she kind of weakly lifts an arm. This is about the best I can manage.
I mean, I can try and help, but he's probably better for that. I mostly break things.
She studies you. I would very much appreciate it if it was you.
Kid frowns at her a little bit and then nods slightly. Okay.
She leans back in her chair. Everyone's always too concerned about treating me like a expensive cake. Perhaps someone who is, shall we say, less cautious would be better.
Kid looks at her for a moment, kind of giving her a weird look, probably not entirely sure what she's talking about.
She studies you for a minute. Have you ever had other people around you treat you like you're disabled?
I don't know what that means.
Different. Somehow not as good as everyone else.
Kid kind of tilts their head and goes, not quite.
She nods. Good. And then she just kind of rolls away. Which, by the way, I should denote, it is a wheelchair, but it does have the ability of vertical lifting and such. So she can get up to the second floor, and she can move it by herself.
Okay, because Kid was like ready to carry her up the fucking stairs.
No, I mean,
Like,
it is a
wheelchair.
real wheelchair. It's not like a hover chair or anything, and it
Mhm.
can be pushed, but she also has the ability to manually, it's electrical.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's nuclear powered. It's a wheelchair with like a 10-year lifespan.
Jesus.
Radical.
Yeah. So would you guys be willing to wait the few hours to get the needed, basically, in Isaac, so she needs like breathing treatments and physical therapy equipment?
Yeah, that's no problem. No problem with me. Is that a problem with anybody else?
They've survived long enough. They're fine.
Damn.
Really, it's just borrowed time right now.
Jesus.
We got time travel on our hands.
Yeah.
Just because we spent 2 hours here doesn't mean it's 2 hours later there.
Yeah.
I mean, fair, but it apparently has been long enough for them to start a war of some caliber, so.
Actually,
And we still have time travel.
Actually, I'm not sure if this would ever explain to you your character, but the others would know. Because of the way Zebron works, in order to maintain consistency so that you don't run into yourself, any time that you spend in the past, the exact same amount of time passes in the future. In other words, you cannot come back. So let's say you go back in time and spend a week. A week will also pass in the future. They will not let you come back earlier than that, because then you have a risk of running into yourself, which is, of course, very detrimental. So if you spend a week in the past, when you come back to the future, will have to come back a week from the time you left.
It's a good thing we don't need to do the catalyst then.
Doesn't necessarily work the other way around. Though I will point out, as was pointed out to you guys, what you did last time, where you was a really smart thing to do, not exactly according to Zebron rules.
Yeah.
But hey, rules.
Fuck it. Rules are meant to be broken, just like
What's
eyes of
that person used to be part
self-confidence.
of the mafia?
Though the reverse direction, going from the past to the future, that is hard locked into the AAGs themselves. They record time and will auto-compute that. So unless you have a genius hacker who has a specialty with the AAG, that part is not correctable. Does that make sense? The
I also
AAG
trust
literally
Cyber
just
7.
well, sure. I mean, the AAG literally just won't open a temporal gate anywhere anytime sooner. And technically, according to theory, you can't open it any time later either, because the future is as far as anyone can go. Bum bum bum.
We can wait for the stuff to come.
Sure. Okay. Lucas, you're the only one. You're the only one that could object now.
I'm good.
Okay. So the equipment is arrived. Yes, I speak good.
Is arrived.
Nice.
The equipment is arrived and installed into the med bay, and then you guys take off from the out of the way tourist station and say goodbye to the Western themed hotels and the family fun attractions of Center.
The
And,
wildly inaccurate hotel.
For some, perhaps.
For one specifically.
Yes. And Anna, you're familiar enough by now with the process. You establish a connection through the AEG and open up a hole in the temporal gate for Zebron. I assume you would keep everyone informed over the PA system.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
curious, how does Anna do this? She's like, this is your captain speaking. We're cruising at 30,000 feet. Or is it more just like, we're going?
Buckle up, bitches. We're getting ready to fucking go.
To be honest, it's probably closer to Burns.
Fair
Probably
enough.
depends on how serious she is at that moment.
Fair
All right,
enough.
fuckers. We're getting clearance. Fucking
Do
buckle
this!
up. All right.
Not that you can feel it.
Right, not where you guys are sitting. You power up the ship so that it hits the temporal gate at full speed, like usual, and you zoom out the other side, and you can tell the ship sensors are indicating a massive amount of turbulence. But of course, as you just mentioned, you guys don't feel a thing. Smooth sailing all around. And after a few brief moments of fighting the gravity of the black hole, oh god. Well, I forgot that you guys drew on this.
Yay.
This is what happens when you leave Alora and I alone.
Yep.
Yeah.
You make your way through the temporal gate back to the orbiting ring of Zebron. And as you as you exit the gate of Zebron, of course the temporal gate is very busy, so there's always like a line of ships in front of you and a line of ships that appear behind you as your window is quite small. And you do notice, Anna, on the scanners, there is a mid-sized ship. Smaller than yours, but still, definitely a decent sized freighter. That's doing a flyby of all the ships. It's a unknown make and model, or more specifically, it's a very common make and model. It's like the Mustang of the 2010s. There's so
Okay.
many of them. You know what I mean? And when it gets close enough to you to do a flyby, you get a hail message.
Hello.
Hello, I am so sorry to disturb you. I am checking all incoming ships. Does the name Cyber 6 mean anything to you?
Shit.
Why?
Oh, it's a question my employer has asked me to ask of everyone.
Who's your employer?
I'm afraid I am not at liberty to dispel that until, if you could, just answer the question, I'd be more than happy to connect you with.
Is it the Corsairs?
No, private entity.
So it's the government itself?
Not as such. Private enterprise.
That doesn't sound like you have the jurisdiction to do that then.
To connect you to my employer?
To stop and ask us questions such as that and then hold us accountable for answering.
Oh, I am by no means holding you up in any way. I don't know if I could stop your ship if I wanted to. I'm simply asking a question. My employer is seeking those who count Cyber 6 as their friend. If you are not them, then of course I have no intention of impeding your progress at all. I apologize if I've offended you.
I'm more in a rush than anything.
I see. Well, thank you for your time anyway. I will move along.
Mm-hmm.
And then the radio clicks off.
That's highly suspect.
Continuing on, keeping an eye on him, just if he's following.
The ship just keeps flying down the line, kind of pausing by each ship, and then just going down the line.
Okay.
I wonder how many fuck yous this guy has gotten today.
Probably quite a lot. People don't like outbound call centers.
They really don't, especially on their daily commute.
I'm already
Still like my comment.
Oh my. I don't know. Is your dad a private enterprise? Oh, that's from
No,
Dad's point of view.
your
I
dad.
was gonna fucking say, really? We're playing this game, are we?
I think he was referring to Anna's dad.
Yeah, I figured that out now.
Yeah, I was talking about Anna's dad. Jeez.
That did cross my mind as
Daddy?
to why I danced around him.
Daddy's
Dad?
sister's mad at me.
Oh my
God
god.
damn it. Who are you? Where are your parents? Click.
Anyways, continuing on.
Yes, so you continue on to Zebron. You get clearance to land, of course, and you get a hole opened up in the exterior bubble of Zebron. And as you approach it, you do get one more hailing from the ship.
Yes.
This is a stick up.
I'm so sorry. My employer wants me to ask one more time, given your response. I represent Genetic Alteration Enterprises. They are very adamant to finding friends of one called Cyber 6. They're proposing a mutually beneficial deal.
Unfortunately, I got enough money going on for me.
Excellent. I will be sure to let them know. Again, I am so sorry for bothering you. Have a pleasant day.
You too.
And the ship flies off.
Got any more venom for him? Damn.
All right, you make your way through the bubble. You land at I don't know, where are you landing? What's your goal right now? You can go to one of the commercial spaceports or landing bays. You can try and land closer to the Corsair Academy. I don't know what the game plan is here.
Well, we do need to talk to at least Hagen at some point, and also we need to find Cyber 6 and Tessa. And should probably talk to Finn at some point too. Although
Yeah.
after that, I kind of want to park closer to the Corsairs.
Yeah, I think parking close to the Corsairs might be a good idea.
Actually, and as you are
Nice.
approaching, Hart will come up to. I'm assuming most people in the cockpit at the moment.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Hart would come in and she'd say, "Can I speak to all of you
Wow.
for
What's
a
up?
moment?"
Aren't you already?
She kind of looks at Kid. Yes, sorry. I'm worried about Pa. I know we shouldn't go after him. I know they're probably waiting for us, but I can't just ignore this. There's got to be something we can do.
Well, we have enough allies over here.
Do we? Who?
Hagen and Finn. Both powerful
Hagen.
people.
I know Finn. Who's Hagen?
The Admiral?
Corsair. Yeah.
He's in charge, I think.
Oh. I didn't realize that you knew someone that, good. I mean, but the Corsairs, they're bounty hunters, aren't they? I don't know if they're exactly... I mean, are they the type of people that would break into a prison?
If
I
the
mean, there
bounty's big
seems to be enough. Wasn't there
Probably.
also a huge thing about most of them being criminals?
Yeah.
If you think that that's a wise course of action, I'll do anything I can to help. I understand. I've accepted that it would be bad for us. But I can't just leave Pa. He
We're
wouldn't do
not
it for
gonna
me.
leave him to die.
Well then, can we go talk to the Corsairs?
I mean, that's where we're heading now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Oh. Oh. I'm such a fool. You were probably thinking about all this the whole time. I'm sorry.
Kate kind of looks around just like, were we?
Anna
I
looks
was.
at yeah, I was gonna say Anna looks at Isaac, like kind of like take this, take the brownie points.
Thank you.
So you guys, there are Corsair like landing pads. They're not within the Corsair academy itself. It's more of the where ships would land if they seek an audience or they have business, that kind of thing. There are outside stations for that kind of thing.
Which is probably slightly more guarded than the commercial ones. At least guarded in the sense that we want.
Oh, absolutely.
So even better.
One would hope. All right. So you land there, and then you obviously disembark. A few people like Cathor and of course Victor's friend on the wheelchair. Gosh, I can't.
Miss.
Felina. Miss Felina.
Felina, thank you. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes right now, and I've scrolled up to look at something. Miss Felina, obviously, she's going to stay on the ship. She's not exactly prone to adventure.
Yeah.
Anymore. She doesn't want to meet her
Anymore.
Corsair friends?
She
No?
will point out. She will point out actually that she is actually from a time period over 100 years ago, so most of her friends would not exist anymore.
Oof.
Except maybe Cyber 6. So, I mean...
Except maybe.
The
Except
party
maybe.
boy.
Yeah.
Is that what
Party
he is?
boy that wants to... that has a camera that wants to click pictures everywhere.
All right, guys, hang on. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Probably should have said social bird instead, but party boy came to my head first. Obviously spelled with an
Social
I instead of a
bird?
Y. Yeah. Is that not a phrase? Am I going crazy?
You mean a social butterfly?
Oh.
Yes. That is indeed the phrase.
What am I thinking of that involves birds?
Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know.
You know, giving them an olive bird?
What?
That's
What?
What? I don't know.
If you're doing this on purpose, stop.
You made me believe for half a second.
Oh my fucking... Oh, this is the chaos we reap.
I mean, what's that phrase when you combine idioms? Because I do like doing that.
I never remember what it's called, but I know a lot of them.
Yeah. Because I think the one I got called out the most is not the brightest bulb in the tool shed.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Man, Isaac really fucked up, didn't he?
Maybe.
A little bit. Oh, if I sure gave you a 200 volume.
Oh. Well, hello.
Jesus.
What?
I don't know.
Hey.
Hello.
I like being loud.
Howdy.
I meant burn, but
Oh.
What?
Never mind.
yeah, I don't know about that one either.
Okay, so you can approach the Corsairs. How? What do you intend to do? Do you want to just walk up to a receptionist? What's the game plan?
Well, what
Take
is...
me to your leader.
We
I want to take
usually
hostages.
I mean, this is a fair
Burn.
tactic.
We had a
Yeah,
code word that we would tell the guards a while back. I remember this. I don't remember the code word, but I remember this. 'Cause there were a
Roll me
few
intelligence.
times. Intelligence, okay. Here I go, intelligenting again.
Oh my god. Okay, can we all
I got it too!
No, hold on. Burn, don't you have an ability that allows you to recall things?
Only
Within the
for a
past
month.
month, it's
Yep,
been
only
more
for a
longer
month.
than a month.
Only for a month.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which normally is plenty of time.
Mm.
Is 17 enough to recall it?
Were you there?
Yes.
They should have been.
Yeah,
Trying to
Kid was
remember
there
exactly.
when they first met Admiral.
Hagen,
Hagen.
that's true. Yeah.
I keep
Okay.
wanting
Yeah.
to call him Haggis, but I know that's not right.
No,
Admiral
same.
Hackbar.
Well, see, the thing is, he was called Admiral Haggis one time, so that's fair.
And then this stuck. God.
Actually, yes, 17 is enough to remember. There is a specific receptionist that you are supposed to speak to. Yes, Anna?
Just kind of before we enter Corsairs, Anna wants to kind of send a secret message to Finn being like, hey, I want to talk to you in private eventually.
Gotcha. So, kid, just so you know, there is a specific receptionist that you are supposed to speak to. And it was like a short conversation. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a word. It was more like a phrase. It was like, the weather's fine today. Yeah, I like ham too. You know, it's like one of those nonsense type of key phrases that you would tell them, and that's kind of the, hey, we'd really like to talk.
Oh, yeah.
I like your
Oh,
shoelaces.
no. Is Theta coming too?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Okay. This could be real bad.
This could be real fun.
No.
It could be real.
It could be real.
It is real.
Or is
All
this
of this
just
is real.
fantasy caught in the landslide?
Oh,
All right.
my God.
You get a message back from Finn Mooki. It's very short. Anna, I'm surprised. Of course, I will make myself available. 3 hours? Dinner, perhaps?
That sounds
nice.
swell.
Okay. You, Anna, know fairly well. When Finn Mooki, more specifically when her father would talk about things over dinner, there was a very specific restaurant that would be used. It was a very hole-in-the-wall diner that had that that cheap, greasy, but so good food. It was where the Mookies would go whenever they wanted to talk business or catch up with acquaintances.
Now has to
So-
compete with the truck stop.
I mean, yeah, their pie is not as good. Gotcha. So you guys make your way to Corsair receptions, and Corsairs. When you walk in the door, of course, it's black, gold laced marble everywhere. Large columns, very Greco-Roman style. You see people walking around everywhere in Corsair uniforms, and you've noticed in your brief time and your experience with Corsairs do typically, they don't have a set uniform. Instead, it's much more of a personalized outfit that follows a common theme of black and white with jackets. But you'll notice that everyone's uniform's a little bit different. Some people have sashes, some people wear sleeves, some people have short sleeves, some people wear robes. It's very individualized, like the Corsairs you've met themselves have been individualized, but they all feel like they belong in the same place. Everything is black and white, and all of them have the Corsair badge on their somewhere on their uniform. Very Naruto-esque. They all have the ninja headbands.
Oh my god, Squee.
Well, I just it's an apt comparison because they can't seem to wear it like normal people either.
You're right, but god dang it.
Like someone just wants to smack them. It's a headband.
Get it off your waist.
Why is it on your ankle? Did no one teach you what that's for? All right. So you walk up, and kid, you'll notice that the necessary receptionist is there, but kid's the only one that remembers. So, kid, are you doing this, or are you gonna have someone else do it?
I like to think that Isaac's just like, it was, just kind of looking around trying to figure out who it was, and kid just makes a beeline for the person at the desk.
Then when we get to the person, Isaac just picks Kid up to save his stuff and then puts him back down.
Welcome to Corsair reception. Is there something I can help you with?
Isaac picks up Kid.
Oh, hello.
Kid just like turns their head to him and goes, "Put me down."
Puts you down.
The receptionist will like lean over so that he can see.
Kid like puts their hands on top of the desk and kind of like pokes their nose up over the desk. They're up on their tippy toes. They're just like, whatever the phrase was, like, I don't know. I wear my underwear inside out. I don't know.
Frog
I have
apples
cheese in
bloom
my
in
pants.
June.
He nods, and he goes, "It's the only way to keep out the lice. Give me a few minutes." And he stands up, walks away from the table, and Theta's just staring at Kid. I feel like they're talking the same language, but I don't think I understand what's happening.
They're killing two birds with one in the bush.
What?
She looks at Lucas. She looks at Lucas, and she just like purses her lips. She goes, "You should stop talking now."
Wow, rude.
Don't be mean. That's my job.
That's
looks-
It is her job.
she looks at Anna like
Kid
it was
turns
like
around.
a
Right, yeah.
flash of anger, and then like at the side she goes, She looks at Lucas. "Sorry, you can talk as much as you want."
Yay!
My god, this trip is going to be
Isaac.
unbearable.
Did you hear that? I get my talking back.
Oh my god.
For
Maybe you should
now.
have left it at sorry.
Let's see if you lose your voice again at cards.
Theta's just so like, what even is what? Nothing makes sense right now. This is not. She's used to. Hey, she spent the past 20 years with Isaac's dad.
We are a very surreal group.
Culture
Yeah,
shock does not
she's-
begin to describe what's happening.
She's
here.
used to like missions and objectives, and we're just fucking around.
It's like literally like growing up with a Navy SEAL that doesn't know how to stop working. You know.
Yeah.
And now she's around these clowns.
Yep,
Aw,
exactly.
yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh man.
As we're about to meet one of the most powerful people in the Corsairs.
Oh, absolutely. In a few minutes, he comes back and he goes, "Right this way, please." And you are all guided into the back rooms and directly to Admiral Hagen's room.
Is this the same route as before?
Same receptionist. Mm-hmm.
No, the same route to his office.
Oh.
correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Then at that point, as soon as he gets back and is just like, all right, this way, kid just starts walking in front of him.
Already knowing the way.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have any issues with that.
On the
Probably
way
not the first
there,
time.
on the way there, Isaac is going to mumble, "Please have clothes on. Please have clothes on. Please have clothes on."
Oh my god!
Did
That
he
that
was
sure
one
happened.
time on the phone, okay?
That sure happened. Yup.
Oh, that
Oh.
did happen.
You
Mhm.
actually hear from the receptionist you're walking like through gritted teeth. Don't get your hopes up.
Wait, is Hagen a nudist?
No, he likes to relax.
Old.
Yeah, he's just an old man who likes to
Do
relax.
you think old men do anything more than just be in a robe or just not be in a robe?
They have two modes.
I think we
Robed
have
or
different
not.
grandparents.
Oh my god.
That's
Anyway,
when company's over. Get the fancy clothes on.
it takes a few minutes. You're marched down the halls, and you approach Admiral Hagen's room, and he presses a button on the door. Boop, boop. Come in. Door slides open, and he ushers you in and bids you all adieu. Says, "Well, have fun," and then closes the door. You see, Admiral Hagen is actually sitting on a couch in full dress uniform, which, I mean, for a Corsair, that basically just means black pants, a black undershirt, a white jacket, but like a jacket that's not designed to zip up. It just kind of runs down the sides, if you understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And his collar's kind of unbuttoned a bit, and he got what looks like a cup of brandy or something in his hand.
I'm
He's
now
like,
imagining Hagen as just Jeff Goldblum.
I mean, a really old Jeff Goldblum with a beard, maybe.
Are you saying that's not Jeff Goldblum then?
Older, wiser Jeff Goldblum.
I mean, like
God.
Jeff
Terrifying.
Goldblum from Ragnarok, but with a beard and long hair.
And no colors.
How's it
Yeah.
going?
And he goes, "Well, it's been a while. You're using the passphrase, so that must mean this is important. Please, have a seat."
Yeah, we'll sit
Awkward
down.
shuffling.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I hope you're all doing well.
Really quick, Heart's with us, right?
Yes. And Theta, correct.
Okay, Kid kind of looks at everyone and goes, "Do we just want to ask now, or?"
We have a few things that we need to talk to you about. Quite a few things that we need to talk to you about.
Okay.
First off,
He holds up a finger. Are these complicated things?
Are they ever not?
yeah, you know us.
Right.
Have we ever encountered anything that isn't at least a little bit complicated?
A fair point. He stands up, goes over to a decanter, and fills up more brandy. Comes back and sits down. Now you may begin.
Okay. So who wants to go first?
Ooh, me! I think I have the smallest one so far.
Sure,
So-
yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yay. Anyway, so how much is for a general bounty? Let's just say not time related. Do you guys do non-time related bounties?
It all depends. Time is a very flexible thing for Corsairs.
So where we are, there is a particular vampire leader, I guess, that has a few people. I think the word is thralled, under their control of some kind.
You mean a master vampire has thralls?
Yeah, and so if I wanted a hit on the vampire master thing, Lucas
Well,
nervously plays with his goo fingers. How much would that be if that would be something I could put up on a bounty biz?
it depends, of course, but the typical Corsair bounty is 3 million credits. And of course, it would depend on exactly what we're talking about. If we're talking about a simple vampire master with a few thralls, or if we're talking about a vampire master that has had the time to build up an entire network or even an entire city, that would, of course, affect it. Where is this vampire?
So currently it's on the run, but still very much probably around because there was a person who, from what I've heard, had some telltale signs.
I see. Considering that the Corsairs deal not only in this of space but also time, could you be a bit more specific when you say around?
So I guess from the time that I left from to get here, for a time, space, center, might have gone off the center, and for how many things it might have had, apparently it got a bit dismantled and kind of is on the run, from what I have heard.
I see. That's not a lot to go off of. How long ago were they on center? And speak in relative terms. How long ago have you had since you last heard of it?
Squee?
Yes. Well, you know that they've been driven off of center. You've no idea where they've gone from there. And that information you were told, well, actually very, very recently, last time you were on center, so less than a day ago.
All right. I've told that they've been driven off from center in less than a day ago.
No, sorry. Let me clarify. You were told less than a day ago that they have been driven off of center by Father Retu. Well, so it would have been more than a day ago because Father Retu was the one that told you guys. So it actually would have been, all things considered, you did Frontier Station, et cetera, et cetera. You were told probably 2 weeks ago. And Father Retu, actually, I guess he would be with you, wouldn't he? I did not denote that he'd stay on the ship.
Probably.
So he'd be able to chime in. He'd say, well, the last time we fought the Master Vampire was about 3 months ago. We drove her off of center. We have no idea where she's gone from there. And Hagen kind of strokes his beard. That is complicated. As I said, it's a vast universe. 3 months is a long time. I could put up a bounty for you if you're willing to put up the 3 million credits. I don't have any guarantees anyone would take it on a trail that cold. Now, if you could generate or find more up-to-date information, that would certainly increase the chances that the bounty would be taken, but there's nothing stopping us from posting it. There are several Corsairs that wouldn't mind laying waste to such evil beings, but Corsairs hate nothing more than a goose chase.
Fair enough. Only asked because we're also a bit on a, I guess, more of a time crunch than usual.
I
Sorry.
see.
I'm taking up a lot of time. Thank you for at least the price point and the general suggestions. I
Of
think
course.
others wanted to say a few things.
He nods.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't think that was the direction you were gonna go. So, why don't we save that big one for last then?
Which big one? Kid says, looking at him.
Theta looks at Isaac. You sure that's something that should be discussed with this man?
Maybe
And
not.
Hagen's
Again,
like, if I have a
big
vote, I'd
one?
say yes.
Anyways, moving on. We have a rescue mission that we would like to do.
A rescue mission.
Another bounty.
I see.
Yeah, bigger than mine, which, I mean, wouldn't be too hard, but...
This one we have a
Right.
location.
Mine.
Yeah, this one we
I'm-
have an exact location. Yeah.
Okay. What location would that be?
Isaac will go ahead and list down the location, time, etc.
Like black hole, etc. I gotcha.
Yeah. Because
And he'd listen to it all, and he'd lean back and go, "I'm gonna be honest with you, Isaac. Corsairs aren't exactly emergency workers. They don't rescue hostages. We hunt down dangerous criminals, especially those that alter the timeline. We'd be more likely to feed the prison, not break into one to get someone out. I understand what you're saying. I'm not sure you're looking in the right place. Why are you looking to do this in the first place?
Because we need a certain person to be broken out, and I'm willing to pay whatever it takes.
I'm sorry, Isaac. I am just not sure that's enough. And heart would break in at this moment. My father. They stole my
Yeah.
father. He did nothing wrong. They took him to get to us, and he's in the prison, rotting for all I know. Hagen leans back. Well, far be it from me to deny one of our most popular movie stars, but it's just not a bounty that most Corsairs... Well, there's... But no. I mean...
I'm sure you have people that like to break the rules.
Well, Corsairs, we all break the rules. There might be one group of Corsairs.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like squeezes his eyes shut. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of bad karma if I send you to them.
Why?
Because they're really hard to deal with.
I don't care.
So
If it
are
means
we.
yeah, we're real hard to deal with. We're troublemakers, but
Very well.
I'm
can't
willing
promise,
to do whatever it takes.
I can't promise that they'll accept, but they like hopeless causes. Go to the Corsair Operators Division, ask for Winston. If he accepts it, fantastic. Tell him I sent you.
Okay.
I can tell you with some confidence that if he does accept, his group of Corsairs, while odd, they are capable.
Mhm.
Is there anything else?
Out of character,
Eyes each other.
should we talk about the gang war, Cyber 6 and all
I-
that?
Are we not telling them about the catalyst yet, or are we holding on that one a bit?
Is that not the big one?
That is the big
looking
one.
increasingly confused.
No, this is out of character, to be
Yeah,
perfectly
this is out of
frank.
character. Yeah.
Oh, fucking like
Making
seriously,
sure that this
would-
is very much out of character, because any hint
Mhm.
of that would be ridiculous.
Yeah. The what now?
I'm sorry, what is that about a catalyst?
What's this about this word that we know better than any other?
So, are we going to tell them about the catalyst? Are we going to wait a little longer?
I don't know. I kind of hinted at it.
So,
People weren't happy. So there you go.
Yeah, big question is, if we are going to tell them what we would get out of it, because at the moment, I'm not quite sure if it's the best idea to go in front of the Corsair dude and go, hey, we know exactly what this is, and we're gonna fuck with the timeline.
I mean, yeah.
I guess we also have enough Corsairs on our side who are not current Corsairs that we could be like, hey, how can we fuck with the timeline the least while still fucking with the timeline?
Yeah, Cyber 6 and Indigo are two really good.
And Daddy.
Yeah,
We'll talk to
and
Cyber
Isaac's
6
dad.
and Indigo first before we
Okay.
start slapping
Okay,
that
I'm good with
information
that.
in front of them.
Yep.
If that's the case, then we should ask information about the whereabouts of Cyber 6 or this gang war.
Okay. Then Anna will look at him and go, so why was I being hailed about Cyber 6 on the way in? People trying to find him?
And Hagen sits up, Cyber.
Yeah.
Not that I've heard of. How is he? I thought he was with you.
How about this gang war? What do you know about that?
Gang war?
So nothing. Got it.
Well,
Forget we said anything.
I mean, there has been incidents in Zebron of crimes and violence, but I mean, you're gonna have to be a bit more specific. This is a city of 18 million people.
We got a message saying that Cyber 6 and my sister might have started a war with a syndicate group.
He takes a long drink.
Anna eyes the drink.
That sounds like Cyber 6. Here? You mean here on Zebron?
At
Should
least
I
in
say
this time
no?
zone.
All right. I can look through some of the CDF reports, see if anything pops up. I mean, I haven't heard of it, but again, we don't handle Zebron incidences. We hunt bounties. But I have connections. I can look and send any information your way.
I also have connections that might be a bit closer to the ground if you want to keep your precious time.
Ah, yes, Finn Mooki. She is probably much more capable than I am in that regard. Pity about her father.
Anna just shrugs like, I know I should be sorry, but...
Yeah. Well, all right. Sorry I couldn't be more help with that one. What's this big one?
Well, boar's pretty big, I thought, but if it's not on your radar, it's not on your radar. That's fair.
Right. Well, gotta say, I'm a little disappointed after that build-up. So, anything else I can help you with? It has been lovely to see you, and I would like to catch up sometime, but you all seem to be in quite a rush.
It might be an idea to perhaps have dinner one day. Catch up.
Sure. Well, you know how to see me. I'm afraid I have taken advantage of you in order to protect the Corsairs, so I owe you a great deal. You're welcome to come see me anytime.
Cool.
Speaking of seeing you again, if anything, I know you have a close relation with Cyber 6. Should we keep you updated, or?
Yes, please. He never writes, though. That's because the Corsairs go through all my mail. Look, that's not the point. Yes, I would very much appreciate that.
They go through all your mail, eh?
You can see what we can do to get a few messages by.
Admirals aren't always as free as you might think.
That makes complete sense to me.
Well then, it's been a pleasure.
Out of character,
Mhm.
should we mention Vector or Miss Felina at all?
Let's save that for dinner. That's more fun.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea.
I think getting a good solid link with solid 6.
Solid six.
Solid 6.
Cyber snake.
Liquid.
Yeah.
Liquid 6.
Bloody hell.
All right then. He would, of course, bid you all farewell and say to get with his receptionist to set up dinner sometime. And he, of course, he directs you to the operators division.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, to talk to Winston.
Many floors down. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's go do that.
So you guys get in the elevators. You make your way down. Section is actually below ground.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk into the operators division, and you see it's a like a receptionist room with windows that overlook what looks like a massive like support center or call center. There's all kinds of Corsairs with headsets on, multi-monitor displays. They're all like pulling up information, and you know enough from what Sarah's told you that this is the operator hub. This is where because Corsairs are out in the field doing their thing, and operators run their support. Think tank from the Matrix. Does everyone understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these are their tanks. For each unit has a group called an operator called a Corsair, or Corsair called an operator. This is where they work.
Yeah.
And you walk into
This
the
is where
receptionist.
Sarah was going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the receptionist is an elderly woman. She's probably in her 70s, long silver hair. She looks up. She goes, hello. I wasn't expecting visitors. Is there something I can help you with?
We need to talk to Winston.
I'm sorry, come again?
We need to talk to Winston.
Oh, I did hear you right.
Yes.
Okay. Are you sure?
Is he on here?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, no, it was Winston.
She
Yeah.
squints her eyes. There is a Winston, yes. Are you positive?
I'm
Are you going to point us to him or not?
Yes, sorry,
I mean-
yes. Yes, of course. He's well, he has his own office. If you pass the operations center, take the elevator down to the bottom floor, you can't miss him.
He sounds
Okay.
important.
Yes. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Sounds very encouraging. In the cloak closet. Oh my god. Alright. Well, I guess we head down to the very fucking bottom.
Yeah, you walk your way through the operation. And you can tell once you get in here, especially anyone who is tech savvy at all, these are nice setups. They are 6-screen setups, like, 4K res, excellent graphics. I mean, like different screens have different schematics and blueprints and information pulled up from the Corsair archive.
Let's say the equivalent of 4K, because this is the vast, vast, vast future.
No, it's still 4K because for most races, 8K would be redundant. They wouldn't be able to. Their eyes can't tell. So, no, still pretty much 4. Plus, Corsairs are on a budget.
Sure, they're using outdated tech.
We're gonna upgrade to 32K in like 5 years. That's the plan.
We were thinking about going to 8 screens, but that seemed a little excessive.
We did a cost-effective analysis, and we saw that most eyes can't really tell the difference between 8K and 46K. So yeah, some people say they can, but I think they're no.
Jesus
Christ. History just repeats itself. The YouTube of the Corsair world is just talking about. I mean, I think I can see the difference. It's all about refresh rates, really.
oh my god!
You guys make your way through the operator section and to a lone elevator, which you take down to the bottom floor, and it opens up, and you see actual, honest paper files. Shelves and shelves and stacks of it, paper files with labels on them. It looks like an old archive. And you guys walk out of the elevator, and it's quiet, so quiet that you can hear your footsteps on the floor. And it's a large space, but you can hear at the very far end, past the door, you can hear voices coming from the other side. Can't really tell what's going on. It's indistinct, but you can tell that there's people over there.
I guess I'll knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
As you knock, the door actually swings open. And what you see... Let me see if I can set the scene here for you. Like some sort of GM. It's a very small office. No windows, obviously you're underground. One large desk and a large chair, a few small pieces of furniture around for maybe 5 or 6 people. It's very cramped. There's files and papers everywhere. And in front of the desk stands a middle-aged human with a mustache and very, very prim combed hair in a very crisp Corsair uniform. The gentleman's like just barely starting to get that pepper of gray in their hair and their mustache. On the other side of the desk, sitting down, is what must be a 10-foot tall Ballard demon. And I mean hoofed feet, wings that are folded behind him, horns that curl out of his head, huge, impressive shoulders, in a Corsair uniform that has a cravat and holes for the wings to come out of. He is leaning back in his chair, and he is sipping quite loudly through a strawed milk box. Like a high C box, but it has milk in it.
Okay.
And the man is saying, Winston, I will say this just one more time. If you interrupt our meetings in the conference room one more time, I will not only report you to HR, I will ensure that you get sent to the lowest, deepest space in this Corsair Academy. And then there's like a pause. And then very quietly, very calmly, the Ballard demon takes a straw out of its mouth and says, I am trying to enjoy my milk box, Larry. And you are embarrassing me in front of my guests. And the demon stands up. If you do not want me to teleport you to the 9th level of hell, where skeletons will strip your toenails off every 3rd day and feed them to you through your ears, I suggest you leave. Larry's like kind of steps back a foot. You're not going to scare me. No! And like the building shakes around you. And you see the Palladium, like fire literally erupts around him. And Larry just rushes past all of you. The Palladium's fire kind of puffs out with like just a small little swoop of brimstone. He sits back down, picks up his milk box, starts sucking on it again, and looks at the rest of you. Can I help you with anything?
I'm guessing you're Winston, correct?
I am Corsair Operator Winston, at your service. Please, come in.
Neat. Isaac goes in. Anybody else
Kid
going
follows
into?
very closely behind, eyes fucking sparkling, looking at this monster.
Lucas steps in. He definitely is keeping his eyes on Winston. I feel like I'm going to be a little rude, Winston. You're going to have to be okay with this for a second. I have, in the last year alone, fought off spawns of hell on like 3 separate occasions and has almost taken down a village or a world or whatnot. I just want to know, you gonna be mean to people? I don't like mean people.
He studies you. I am a Palladium from the pits of hell itself. Being mean to people is in our nature. But I am also very kind and considerate for a demon. If you abide by the rules mainly being don't insult me or my Corsairs, and if I need the conference room for an impromptu PowerPoint presentation, let me have it. As long as you can follow those rules, I will abide or endeavor to do my best not to cause you any bodily harm.
Lucas seems to be kind of like measuring the odds of just like, well, I could a little bit. I guess that might be a. What did the? He did that thing though. I don't know. He's gonna do that for a while.
Yeah. I'm also a lover of cats. I have been told that sets people at ease.
Kid leans over to Anna and goes, "Do we have a conference room?"
I think we just kind of talk wherever.
Can I offer you something? I have boxed milk. And he like opens like this little fridge, and there's just rows of boxes of milk in straws.
Yeah, okay. Lucas puddles over to the refrigerator. May I have one?
Of course. So, demons. You fought them. What kind?
Let's see. One of them was very big and a shapeshifter. Didn't quite catch his type. The other one was not really a demon, but more of like a
Devil.
Devil.
You when you say devil, stands up. What foul skull! I am so sorry. And he sits back down. We really do not like them.
Yeah, we noticed.
My
He's kind of a
apologies.
dick.
Here, and he like shoves like 2 boxes into your hand.
Oh, thank you.
Did you kill the foul beast?
We were in a really bad position, and then he teleported through time and space, and then teleported us somewhere else.
Just like them. I once fought a devil for 16 days. Well, more to the point, he teleported me into a desert, and it took me 16 days to find him and kill him. But I consider that all part of the fight. So I sympathize.
Yeah, we got teleported into some sort of cave ocean.
He's sitting there nodding like in understanding, and his like wings flex a little bit and then close back up. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting my manners. And he stands back up to his full height. I am Winston Cornelius Bellathor, operator of Corsairs. You know that, of course. Proud operator of my... Well, they haven't really chosen a name yet. I'm partial, honestly, to BFFs Forever, but they seem to be still out on that. But they are a fine group of Corsairs, and I operate for them. And you are?
I am Lucas. As he gives a small grin, is about to bow, he's like, oh no, but they have these milks. I can smell them if I...
Oh no, they're in boxes. They're like in high C boxes, so until you open them, they're completely sealed.
You got one open.
Oh, well, then yeah.
I'm Isaac.
Hello. Theta. She's like crosses her arms.
So, getting to the point.
And you? Looking over to like Kid and Anna.
Anna.
Pleasure. And you, little demon.
Kid like was about to say something and then like frowns and goes, I'm Kid, but I'm not a demon.
Oh, my apologies then, Kid. And then Winston sits back down.
Fine.
So, to business.
So, we were told that you would be the best person to ask about a bounty.
Yes, a bounty. Absolutely a bounty. Oh, I haven't had one of those in forever. Yes, absolutely. Bambi. Where is she? She's never around when I need her. One moment. And he starts like throwing papers off his desk, and finally like pulls out a data pad and like taps on it, puts it on the table in front of him. I'm ready. What type of bounty are you looking for?
Rescue.
Prison break.
Yeah, that.
Are these two separate bounties, or is
Same
this
one.
a combo?
Same
Combo.
Ooh.
More of a rescue mission, I guess, would be the most accurate thing.
Yeah.
So a prison rescue break.
And he starts
Yeah.
like tapping with his claws are like scraping as it taps on the keypad. He starts like tapping it. Rescue into awesome prison break. What prison is this?
It's called
It's called
Black
the
Hole.
Black Hole.
Oh, I like it. Maximum awesome security. Black hole.
Oh yeah,
Do you
it's,
know-
it's even the. Ooh, it's, also put down that it's a secret off the books high.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, super secret. Ultra high prison. And who would we be rescuing?
Do we have a picture of him? Is that like a thing that we do?
Hart would definitely have a picture of him. It's she pulls out a pad, she keeps like wallet pictures.
Is it a selfie?
No, she like flips through. There's one that's like a very dignified one of him behind the desk, and then there's one where she like caught him mid food, and like the picture is like him wide eyed with the camouflage and food like coming out of his mouth. And she's like, not that one. This one. And she holds up a more dignified picture of him, and he goes, "Do you mind if I make a copy of that?" And he will. And who is this person to you?
Looks at Heart.
All right, yeah. I mean, I don't want to. Yeah. Heart will describe the situation, and of course, because it's Heart and everything that's going on, it's very difficult for her.
If she didn't talk immediately, Isaac would say, her father, my potential father-in-law.
She would. She. I mean, like after the catalyst of Isaac saying that, she would be able to describe it. And you see him typing down, with tears in her eyes, fiendish kidnapping of loyal father. Yes, good. I like this. I like this a lot.
Do you write? Do you have like a novel or something?
Oh, no, these are just my field notes.
Okay. Because, I mean, if you did, I would want that.
I believe it's important to take very inspiring field notes for my group.
Okay.
Asked about field notes. Likes them. Period.
God, you're liking playing Winston again.
Oh, I miss it so much. And he keeps going, haha, told you someone would, Dawn. Period. Sorry, yes. So, prison break, black hole, estranged father.
Not estranged.
Just
Not
kidnapped.
Not estranged. Got it. All right. So, the typical bounty contract is he takes a look at it and like crosses something off and then crosses something off again. Well, 500,000 credits. No, wait, no. Core broke that thing. 1.2 million credits. Oh, wait. No. 1.6 million credits. There's that thing. Final
Okay,
offer.
well, when you reach a number, let us know.
He nods. There are... I feel it would be my obligation to inform you that my group, though capable and excellent as they are not always. There's often collateral damage. Lots of property damage. Sometimes half a city. No casualties, of course.
Okay. Well, they're going to have to be very careful about this one because this is a prison that is submerged in lake of lava.
So don't break that.
Oh, fiery prison of death, locked in lava. Period.
I love him so much.
And he says, "I have to be careful. They won't like that. 2 million credits, and I promise we'll get this strange father. Not strange father. Estranged.
Well,
no, not estranged. Just kidnapped. Right."
God, I've missed Winston.
No one knows who he is.
Yeah, nobody knows who he is because those episodes never came out.
Right, goddamn.
Yeah.
But we know, and
No-
now
none
they
of Jack's,
know.
the Jack's
None of
episodes
it.
where he,
Mm-mm.
fought.
The
yeah.
fight, no.
God,
Mm-mm.
none of these.
Maybe Kriana will release them someday. We'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, he'll say 2 million credits, and we will get your father back. And he pauses. Oh my God, Oh my God, Love and
What?
Zebron, that was you.
Oh my god, he just recognized her.
He drums his feet on the ground.
Yeah. That was her.
And Hart's like, shy. She's like, oh, I'm glad you liked it. Oh, 1.8 million credits and an autograph. For a friend.
God.
I'm cool with that. You cool with that?
Yes, of course.
Alright.
Kid puts a hand down and goes 1.5 in a signed photo. And stares him dead in the eyes.
He stares at you, and it's almost like his animal instincts kick in, like the fight or flight thing. Someone's like making eye contact with him, locking in, and like he leans forward, and like his face like goes into a sneer. What does Kid do?
Kid is just totally stone-faced, doesn't move an inch.
You hear like a low growl issue from him. His wings like flex out. Okay, done. And he like sits back.
Staring contest? What?
God.
Kid blinks confused, like what? Is yes, no? What was that?
That was a yes.
He looks back up from like typing what?
Now he's
Oh.
just gonna pay for it out of his personal funds. Congratulations.
He'll look at you like he'll offer the to Bambi. Bambi! Damn it, where is she? I'm not good with. I'm not allowed to use the money anymore. Here, and he like hands out like one of those like card slider, but for credit sticks.
Yeah.
He just like slides out and taps with the clock. Just put it in there.
He'll do that.
I got a new intern. They're very passionate, but they're never around when you send them out on errands. Right. So, what's the time frame for this?
As soon as we can. We would like him back here as soon as possible.
Well, you're in luck. No one has wanted to hire my team for over months. So,
Is
They're
there a
available.
reason for that?
absolutely.
Well,
He just like stares at Kid.
what's the reason?
For what? Oh, for them not being hired. Well, it involved a lot of cooking.
What?
Oh, good God.
It's not really my story to tell, but suffice to say, they completed a bounty. They also may have destroyed half a city to do it. Not an inhabited city, a governmentally protected city that was considered ancient art or something. It was deemed quite necessary by me. It's neither here nor there. Do you accept my terms?
I'm good.
Ooh. You
What?
know what? Do you know what that place might be? Just out of curiosity.
place?
The half destroyed city thing.
Hang on. Give the GM a second.
Right now, Squee.
Yeah, you don't have to give me a name or anything, but that.
Right. He would describe as like the third moon of the Konstellation system. It was a they say priceless historical artifacts of a lost civilization. I believe the way that it was described by Oak was an obstacle. So they removed, and he like puts his hands together, the obstacle. I don't see what's so hard to understand about that. Even 6 reports later, I think it's a fairly simple concept. I'm sorry, I'm rambling again. Looking at me strangely. Rambling.
Could someone
too
write
much.
down
Period.
the moon place? Or like
I'll
type
write it down. I'll remember to write it down.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Just checking.
And you see, like, as you're talking about that, you see him, like, pad. He's, like, drawing sketches of what looks like you guys, but it's, like, really badly drawn.
Does it look like my sticky note drawings?
Uh-huh.
Good.
He's perfect.
He's great.
And he goes, so, do we have an accord?
Yeah.
I have an agreement. I don't know what a court has to do with anything.
His
Some people say it was a type of vehicle, but also a type of contract.
He'll the second you say you have an agreement, he pumps like a huge fist in the air. Yes! Charlotte, I told you they would find me someday and I would get another bounty. Ha! And just like hangs up.
Wow.
It is a pleasure doing business with you, and rest assured your father is in mostly excellent hands.
Really selling it. Oh boy.
I will tell you this. As I told you before, my name is Winston Cornelius, and I am a demon from the 9th level of hell. I have slayed thousands of enemies. The group of Corsairs that I oversee scare the shit out of me.
Great.
Well, then they should be perfect.
I agree. So, is there anything else that I can do for you?
Kid looks over at Lucas and goes, "Do you want to tell him about the vampire?"
Oh, How many groups do you have under your sizable wings?
Well, as you know, many aspiring Corsair operators can run up to 6 groups at once. I am currently working my way up the chain of command. He starts like fiddling with something on his desk. I have I believe it's not quantity, but quality. I think that a Corsair operator should devote their full attention to one
So
group
you
and
have
one
the
group.
one.
I have the one.
I don't think we're going to be able to double dip. I think just time-wise, I think we might need to hire somebody else for... Nothing against you, sir, but it's a simple master vampire. There's going to be a lot of searching involved.
Exposing my inadequacies. Period. Yes, no, it's completely understandable.
The level of meta awareness.
He just writes what he thinks. It's going to be an interesting conference, I'll tell you that.
Okay, well, if he's not going to be taking care of the vampire as well, then I guess that's it. Kid says with a question.
For Mackenzie and for Laura, these are the notes he uses for his mission briefing. So,
I figured.
yeah.
Yeah. Gonna be some interesting slideshows.
And he goes, well then, very busy, but it is a pleasure to see people. Yep.
What about that other guy?
He's not people. And like he looks at you just like dead faced.
Alright.
Can I confide in you?
Yeah, I think so.
At the same time, Kid's just like, please don't.
Here's one of you. He says, the Corsairs, as accepting as they are, have problems with a Balor demon in their ranks. I am unfairly judged as a monster, which, while true, I think is unfair.
Yeah. I mean, you have a fantastic side, but you also try to damn that dude to, was it skeleton toes? Skeleton toenails? Skeleton
Skeletons
toenail
pulling
lunch?
toenails.
Oh, well, I mean, he points like two thumbs at himself. Balor demon. Kind of our thing. Torture, mayhem. We are, we're pretty fucking evil by default, if I must be honest.
Hmm.
But not to clients. Just evil people that deserve it and crappy coworkers.
You know what? Fair.
So, yes, I will keep you updated. He like pushes over a link. This is my blog. If you subscribe to that, I will post it daily and keep you updated as to events.
Couldn't you just like contact us with normal communications?
Does anybody have a blog?
What is a blog?
It's okay. I know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I will reach out to you on a daily basis to update you via my blog.
Kid's just
We'll
like,
keep
okay.
an eye on it.
Anna can be in charge of that.
And then he just kind of, negotiations done, leans back, grabs his box of milk, and starts drinking again. And it's getting to the bottom, so it's starting to make that noise.
Kid's eye twitches. Oh my god. So did you actually want that picture or what?
Oh, he already took a copy of it.
Oh, he already got that. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind that.
And he goes, so there's just the one door, the one behind you.
Okay,
shrugs.
bye. And Kid turns and starts walking out.
Take care. Must get this framed tonight. Period. And like as you're walking away, you hear that.
Okay.
You guys hired yourselves a group of Corsairs.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Bye.
So, how many hours has it been?
It's only been about 1.5.
So I got time to get ready. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys mind if we take a quick bathroom break?
Yes,
Sure.
please.
Sure. I'll be right back.
Okay, I guess. God.
So how's it going?
Oh, it's going good, dude.
It's pretty great. I'm so sad I didn't get to see Winston's episodes. Fuck. Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah. There was like 6 or 7 episodes that weren't released. He was great. That was when we were planning on doing the pirate thing.
Yeah.
That was gonna be a blast. Because there were what you call it, blunderbusses and things like that peeps were going to be able to use, like one-shot pistols.
Oh, blunderbusts.
Yeah,
Blunderbusses.
yeah, blunderbusses. Whatever. One-shot pistols. I don't know what they're supposed to be called, but I was gonna put one on Jack and then just have him whack people with it as a club.
Fire once and then beat them to death.
No, he wouldn't even load the damn thing. Just take it out and beat somebody to death.
Crush his gun in hand to gain its power.
Oh, what are we talking about?
I don't know. I came back to it too.
We were talking
Jack
about
is going to ritually sacrifice a gun to gain its essence.
No,
Who
we were
is
talking about we were talking about the Corsairs episodes, and specifically the one where Winston was supposed to be shown.
Yeah.
And the pirates, and how I was gonna have Jack just take a one-shot pistol and just use it as a club the entire time.
Oh yeah. Oh, so we might be seeing more of him in a one-shot.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
As radio support only. All right, so you guys make your way. Is everyone back?
Or
By the way,
yeah, I think I heard it.
that's an excellent picture of Winston. The only
Yeah, I
difference
know,
is
right?
that he's covered in brown fur, but other than that, that is absolutely spot on.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, imagine him with actually, now that I think about it, a perfect example would be like that ridiculous outfit Beast wears when he dances with Bella.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Like that, but it's the black and white Corsair.
Mhm.
So the pants that don't go past his inverted knees. Yes, so you all make your way back
Wait,
up the
Piph back?
elevator. Huh?
Piph back?
What? I've been
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been here the entire time.
He was sacrificing a gun to gain its power.
Yeah.
You make your way back up through the elevator, back into the receptionist room, and the old receptionist looks at you. Oh, you made it back. How marvelous.
Were we not supposed to?
She kind of looks around. She says, well, he hasn't killed anyone yet, but you know how they are. It's only a matter of time.
Well, we lived.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Is there anything else?
Is there? Looks at rest of group.
Isn't there a thing that we needed to... Oh yeah, we wanted to put down another bounty, but it's a bit on the what was it? Lower info of the rest of them. Hopefully we can get more things updated for it, but might take some time. then Lucas will go through all of the spiel of vampire plays time. Recommend. He's going to do the recommended amount, and then he would actually start trying to say the number, and then go stop and go like, "Guys, can I borrow some cash?"
Yeah, here you go.
All right. Then he'll put down the recommended amount.
Just so you know, like you would be doing this at like a terminal. Like it's an automated form you fill out. It's very chic. And so Lucas fills out all the forms, requires the puts the required deposit, the 3 million credits. You're told at the bottom the 3 million credits will be held in escrow until the completion of the bounty. If no one picks up your bounty by a desired time that is set by you, the credits will be returned to your account.
Neat.
And then you hit the... Well, first of all, how long? What's the expiration for this?
Can this be updated?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, if it's accepted.
Let's go for, because honestly, it's going to get real cold real fast if we actually do it for too long. Let's just put down a cool 1 month. Does that sound good to everybody?
Sure. Well, maybe 3. Give them at least some wiggle room.
I mean, by the time that happens, I'll probably update it in some
Fair enough.
facet.
All right. You tap the submit button, and you get like a little heart pops up. Your bounty has been submitted. It will be accepted within 48 hours.
You will be accepted in 48 hours.
No, that's not what it said. Jedi mind tricks don't work on computers.
Is that not what you just said?
No, I said you will receive a notification if it is accepted within 48 hours.
Okay.
Because
then I'm just not listening.
Right, because the Corsairs have to approve them. It's not like anyone can just submit a bounty and it's approved.
I mean, I heard what I said, so I was more questioning. It's like, wow, they have a lot of confidence.
No. They unless you personally place a bounty with an actual person, like you did with Winston, which they have the power to approve it. Then it's put through a review process. If it's reviewed as, or if it's determined to be an eligible bounty, it's then put on the message boards, or what you would ever call it, so that the Corsairs can browse
Onto
it
Slack.
and
Craigslist.
and pick it up. Yes, the Craigslist for bounties. Have bounty for free, but must come pick up. All right. And you guys got about an hour and a half before dinner with Finn Mooki. What would you like to do during that time?
Make sure that my jacket's good and my guns are loaded.
Gotcha.
Because I ain't trusting this shit.
You don't trust Finn?
I don't trust that no one's gonna follow Finn.
The daughter of an avowed crime syndicate?
I trust Finn. I just don't trust no one to not follow her.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Or me.
Hart is going to retire to the ship. She doesn't really see how she'd be very helpful with a dinner with a mob boss.
Yeah, how much time do we have beforehand?
You got about an hour and a half. Father Retu would also be returning to the ship. Something about probably not the type of company he should be seen with, being a man of the cloth.
Yeah,
sure.
Wow, classist.
Lucas is going to try to patch up his clothes.
Sure. What happened to your clothes again?
He got hit really hard with the big laser.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah. Your clothes.
Glad no one noticed. Because he
By
would
the
have been
way-
self-conscious.
By the way, you've had plenty of time to take a short rest if you need to roll some hit dice or something.
Oh, really? Great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, hey, yeah, you had time, buddy. Not a long rest, but a short rest.
I wonder if we actually had a rest beforehand. Let me go check if I changed anything or if I.
You had a rest before the nursing home because remember you guys.
Oh
spent the
no,
night
I
at
got
that-
healed up. That's right. That's what
That's
happened.
right, yeah.
Yeah, I
Isaac-
used my ice beam.
Isaac killed you. Yeah,
So I'll probably just hop off for a short rest, I suppose.
sure.
How does short rests work? Just like
They take
your hit
between-
dice d6.
No. Well, your hit dice are just class. I think for a bard it's D8. So you can actually just you'll see it on your character sheet. You can just click on hit dice and it'll roll it for you. But it's the hit dice plus your Constitution modifier. So for you, it would be
2.
a D8 plus 2, right? And then you add that to your current total. And
So
keep
just
in
one
mind,
D8.
yeah, sure. And you can just click on it. You can just click on the hit dice button and it'll do it for you.
Alright. Neat.
Yeah, there you go. And then you just kind of mark it down with that arrow so it's down to 11. And keep in mind that when you do a full rest, you only get half of your expended hit dice left. Oh, I'm sorry, no, not of your expended, half of your full amount. So up to 6 for a full
Okay.
rest.
So
yes.
you say mark down one of the hit dice?
Right. So, like, if you look on your character sheet, if you scroll over to the right of that 12, you'll see 2 little arrows. You can just click down and it goes down to 11.
Weird. So when do I get those back?
When on a full rest. So, like, that's what I was
Okay.
just saying. When you do a full rest, you can get up to 6 back.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah. And then, so basically, if you expended all of them, it would take 2 long rests to fully recover.
Okay.
Make sense?
It does now.
Sweet. Groovy. All right.
Oh yeah, so like, should the rest of us roll for like healing and stuff? Because
Absolutely.
I've
Yeah.
got like 80 health.
Yeah, sure. If you feel like you were hit by a laser Gatling gun, by all means.
Maybe a little bit.
Yay for
Tad.
electric aura and
Yeah.
whatever Lucas put on me.
Nuclear pie.
No, he
No,
didn't
that
put
was
that
what
on
he
me.
put on him.
That was blown up in the floopersphere.
I
Did
was
happen.
suggesting just eating the pie because I had 101 hit points.
I was so hoping Kid would miss, and then you would just have a nuclear pie floating in the ether.
You would fucking love that.
I would. Every time you floop, I'd be making you roll.
Oh my god.
It would have been amazing, but no, Kid's got to be good at throwing things.
Yeah, God, it's like they were trained to aim at shit or something.
Yeah, so by all means, if anyone who needs to take a short rest can, expend your hit dice. Anna, you have plenty of time to freshen up, get ready.
I don't
Shower.
actually know how many hit dice I have because it doesn't show that I have any.
Here, let me pull up your character sheet. So you should have 12 because you're level 12. You have the number of hit dice that is. And then you can just click on hit dice to roll it.
Okay.
And it's best to always just roll it one at a time because you never know how many you're going to need.
It didn't. Why didn't it do that? Not.
It's not. Oh, it's not. That's weird. Oh, hang on. Oh, because you got to choose what.
Oh, that's
You're
it.
part alchemist, part fighter. So here's the deal. What level you were? What level 8 fighter, level 4 alchemist?
No, it's level 9 fighter, level 3 alchemist.
Got it. So you have 9 D10s and 3 D6. I forget which. So it actually does split those up. So you have to choose which dice you roll.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, come on.
You got back a total of 3. 7, 3, 6.
I guess
9.
this is close enough.
So then I'll go ahead and mark you down to 8.
25.
I did have. I was putting points towards sewing in the original sheet, and I'm also very adept at design kit, I think.
Oh, sure. Roll me dexterity check with proficiency.
Dexterity check.
So, like, just roll a dexterity check and then add 4 to it.
Sure. It says 22 very
Right.
vividly.
Definitely 22. Plus your dexterity and plus your proficiency, so that's technically a 26. Yeah, you do a really good job of sewing your clothes up.
It's already pretty patchy, so it's not that bad.
No one can even tell the difference.
I just had smoldering holes in me.
All right, though. Really important here. What are you doing with the milk boxes?
I drank those.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So we'll say that you guys get cleaned up. Theta does leave a comment comments as you guys are upstairs. I was surprised that Admiral Hagen. Father always said he was insufferable. He seemed reasonable enough to me.
Yeah. He's willing to bend the rules if needed.
I feel like it's more of like they just don't get to know him really. And I understand because at the beginning, just looking at him was just like, is this another demon? Because I swear to God, if I see another demon trying to kill people, and me
Lucas.
specifically,
No.
Theta's just staring at Lucas.
We're talking about the Admiral, not Winston.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, I'm just really focused on the last thing that happened.
Theta stares at Lucas for a while. Okay, I mean, I can't really blame him for that one. That was interesting, to say
that was
the
a bit
least.
surreal.
Oh, Admiral Hagen. No, he's cool. You like his beard? I like his beard.
I guess. She
Well,
kind of like, she looks like a little confused, like that's not at all what she was considering. And she goes, do you mind if I was just gonna call Father.
Yeah, by all means, go for it.
And just right there with everyone in front of everyone. Hey, Father, we're back here in Zebron. What? I see. Where? Okay. Understood. And she'll hang up. Your friends are alive still. Things have quieted down for the moment, so it would seem. Father says that he's given me coordinates where you can go meet with them, and he wants to make it abundantly clear that they are only alive because he is an excellent shot. And she kind of like rolls her eyes when she says that.
Anna just kind of like fluffs her hand, or not fluffs, but kind of like does that hand gesture, like, yeah. It's like, yeah, no, you already did that spiel with me.
You know what? He seems like a really cautious dude. You might want to tell him about those guys that were just trying to get us at that checkpoint.
Might be a good idea. And oh God, isn't he humble?
She starts dialing on the phone. Humble is not a word in his dictionary. Father.
Maybe you should look up sarcasm as well.
She like shushes Isaac. Father, just wanted to update you. When we arrived, we were hailed by a ship claiming to work for the Genetic Alteration Corporation, something of that. Like she's looking like for confirmation. Mm-hmm. And they were asking about people who knew Cyber 6. Got you. All right. Yes, Father, I know. Click. Genetic Alterations is the name of the corporation that your father has allied himself with and is headed by the one and only truly heinous bitch herself.
I figured as much.
And she looks at Isaac. I mean, your mother. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be nice.
Oh, I didn't
You
know
don't
her.
have
Her,
to
you
be.
don't have to be nice about.
Right. Well, so that happened.
Yes, it did.
Shall we go meet them?
Uh,
I should probably keep this meeting with Finn, but it shouldn't take longer than half an hour, I imagine.
I bet you that ship is still up there hailing people.
yeah.
I bet as much too. But you can't really turn down a mob boss, especially one who might know about said gang war.
Well, then let's go see her or something.
Yeah. Let's go see her. That'd probably be the best idea.
And so we'll say you guys make your way to the little diner. It's very cozy, actually. From the outside, it doesn't look like much. It looks much more like a warehouse. I don't know. Do you have like spaghetti warehouses?
No.
Like
Oh,
the spaghetti
what the hell's-
factory?
Maybe
How's a
it's like a
spaghetti
chain of
warehouse?
restaurants that from the outside it looks like a warehouse, and you go inside and it's like very old timey 1800s, like wooden floors, and looks almost like a warehouse, but it's
No.
Yeah. That sounds like the
I had
spaghetti
no
factory.
idea.
it makes sense. Spaghetti warehouse, spaghetti factory. You get the gist. It's very, very good cooking though. Like when you walk in, the smells are delicious. And Anna knows right where to go. There's like a private room in the back, and when you get there, you see Finn Mooki and several other subordinates sitting around a table. And she gets up. Anna, it's good to
Finn.
see you.
You too? Glad you're alive.
You as well.
As the clown car piles in after her.
Oh, well, hello, my friends. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Is there any food already on the table?
There's like breadsticks.
Oh my
Kid
god,
grabs
I'm
one
going
and
after
starts
some
eating
breadsticks.
it.
And she says, yes, well, help yourselves. We were about to order. Do you guys order personal plates, or are we doing like a share thing?
You're gonna get fries? Should we get the fries for the whole table?
Why would you share food?
I'm thinking of an appetizer. Would you guys share an appetizer? I'm not sure if it's worth it if you guys aren't going to share.
Mm-hmm.
God.
You sit down and you guys get the food situation settled. Obviously, the least important part of this conversation.
Yeah.
By the end of the conversation, Kid has the breadstick basket squarely in front of them.
They have discovered a new food. They like this new
Mm.
food.
A new hand
Melty
touches
crackers.
the bread.
like one of the cronies
Nice
reaches for a
Skyrim
breadstick.
reference.
A player 2 has entered the field. No.
Anna's checking for surveillance.
So you don't see any.
Okay.
You don't detect any electronic devices that don't make sense. In other words, obviously there's like a cash register. There's apparently some small electrical appliances towards the kitchen, but nothing that would strike you out of the ordinary.
Okay.
You sit down. Of course, food is ordered. They decided to go with more of a communal, like they're going to order like 6 family-sized dishes and just put it in the center, and then everyone will get their plates, and they can just kind of take what they want. And she says, "So, I feel like I should be saying I didn't expect to see you, but to be quite honest, you have been so unpredictable lately.
Have I ever been predictable?
On occasion.
She says, reaching for alcohol. No.
Also, define lately. I hope that it's not anything too devious and some sort of fake something or others.
No, I simply mean ever since she started traveling with you all.
That's fair. That is very fair.
Isaac is having a nosebleed. And basically, almost uncharacteristically, Theta is like holding a napkin up. Tilt your head up, and she like gets
That's
some of the.
Fern having the nosebleed.
I know.
Okay.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm creating a story, and she actually like leads him out of the room, like holding that up, just up, and like they walk out of the room together.
Okay.
And then there's a pause. Right. So, what brings you back?
So, there's been a gang war in Zebron?
I wouldn't call it a gang war, unless corporations are considered gangs now. And
So it's not with you.
no, I know what you're talking about. Tessa got into contact with me briefly, and I heard that she was having some trouble with the Genetic Alteration Corporation. I'm not sure I'd call that a gang war. That seems a bit of an excessive description.
It was worded as syndicate to me, and I might have changed it in my mind, to be honest.
Well, they certainly would be a syndicate. War is what I was referring to. A couple of battles in the streets certainly is not common in Zebron, I'll admit, but I wouldn't call it a war either. I was curious and concerned, but your sister was with that android. He seems to be able to handle himself pretty well.
That's why I'm meeting with you and not running after her right now.
Right. At this time, Isaac, Isaac had a nosebleed, and uncharacteristically, Theta was looking into his nose with his head up, going up, hold it up, and they like walked out of the room.
Oh, okay.
So we'll say you're coming back now.
Okay.
And then like you just hear like it's fine. It runs in the family. It's fine.
Okay.
I had no idea how long you would be gone, so
It's
I
cool.
improvised. All right. So Finn goes, so what is this about? Why is your sister starting fights with corporations?
I have a feeling I know why. I have confirmation I know why. I trust you. I just don't trust the world, to be honest.
Eyeing the rest of the restaurant.
Fair enough. And she snaps her finger, and one of her subordinates kind of reaches over, and a blue shimmering field activates. And of course, the second it activates, Anna, you can sense turned on electrical devices. And it kind of blocks off your room.
She's going to eye the people next to her. Does she recognize many of them, or are they all new faces? Okay.
No, none of them are new faces. They may not be people you know incredibly well, but they have been in the organization for quite some time. It's something that, like, you'd figure there's going to be some restructuring, but they're all people that you recognize at least.
How did the conversation with the man who came in after me go?
Hang on real quick.
Sam came in after while Anna was visiting, and she went through the back door.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that sure happened.
She goes, not well, actually. I was meaning to talk to you about that. Sam, I didn't know him incredibly well, but he seemed like a nice enough young man. Were you too close?
Close enough.
I see. Well, you know I've never asked for details of your past. It's not important. I am interested in the now. But it would seem that he helped you in some way. Your father wasn't very happy about that.
Anna's tilting her head, and it's just like, helped.
The way he described it was you, and she's like picking at a breadstick, left. He got the, shall we say, fallout from that.
That makes sense so far.
Well, I'm sure you know your father better than anyone. He likes to make examples. She just like throws a breadstick on the table. He's been converted into a full Borg.
I'm sorry?
Your father must not have been very happy with whatever happened, and it looks like he blamed Sam for it. He wanted to make an example, but I'm willing to bet wasn't willing to dispense of someone with that man's talents. So, Sam is now a fully converted Borg, mind in a machine. I'm sure you know what I'm speaking about.
Yes. I guess I do.
Sam is not how I remember him. I don't know all that goes into creating Borgs, but I think some of his more charming traits must have been lost in the conversion. He was very robotic.
How fortunate. Anna looks completely shaken by this. Like she's trying to hold it together, but it's starting to leak through.
But more to the point, he came to discuss business. Your father was looking to set up a laboratory here on Zebron and wanted to make sure he didn't step on any toes. I played the polite, accommodating crime lord, assured him that his activities should not impede with mine, though at the moment I wasn't looking for any alliances of the kind, simply an agreement to stay out of each other's way.
And that's how it's been since?
Yes. As far as I understand, they do not know that you and I are in contact again.
Can I do an insight roll?
Absolutely.
14.
Finn Mooki is a very hard person to read. She was the child of a crime boss and knows how to tell the truth and a lie equally convincingly.
Okay. There is residence here of theirs.
Yes, actually. And she'll put up a data pad and pop it up, and you see a very holograph of a very large skyscraper pop up. One of the largest buildings in Zebron actually has been acquired by your father. It has been rebranded as the Genetic Alteration Corporation. And as far as I can tell, at least on their legitimate front, they are a genetic therapy branch. They treat genetic diseases and help people get rid of Anything from chronic shortness to life-threatening diseases.
Quick side glance to Hart before looking at her going, so been many people showing up with owl tattoos?
They've been around, though I will say that they have kept to themselves mostly, with the exception of looking for...
Me and Tessa?
No. Actually, they haven't asked for you at all. I'm hoping, or at least was hoping, that they had no reason to believe that you and I had any contact. Obviously, your sister starting to form turf war with them might have changed that a bit. No, they were interested in things I don't traffic. Namely, people.
Great.
You know me. I have my limits.
I agree with that limit.
So, what are you here for? Pick up your sister? Take down a corporation?
At least the pick up the sister part. See what happens after that.
I see. Well, Anna, you're well aware of my policy. I don't get involved in these kind of things. I have a business to run. That
Nor
said,
do I want you.
that said, if there is a war to come, I would much rather see you survive it. So, if I come across any information I find helpful, I'll be sure to let you know.
Thank you. I don't want to get you more involved than you are. I'd rather have one ally that's staying out of it.
Oh, I'm very good at that.
Good. I'll try to keep up my end of that then.
She nods. To the rest of you, is there anything I can do for you?
I think I'm good.
I put a sizable amount down on a bounty. Do you mind footing my bill?
I paid for that already, Lucas.
For the entire thing?
I mean, I get why you're doing it.
Well, how much is the bounty?
I think it was had a 3 and a million in it.
No. But
No, I didn't say foot the bill of that. I meant the meal. I'm a little short on cash, at least I assumed. So she said that she footed it all. I wasn't looking what she did.
no, the food is on me, of course.
Oh, thank you. Jeez.
Yes. I actually might be able to help you in some small way. Again, I don't know what your plans are, and she holds up a hand, and I don't need to. But in my line of work, it can often be advantageous to have the CDF look the other way. I do have the capability to draw their attention elsewhere if you ever need it. Say you were to go to, and she holds up quotation marks, war. I can do quite a bit to keep the CDF out of your way, at least for a time.
That could be useful.
I'm glad
But
you
who
think
knows? Who knows what the future holds?
The Corsairs, I think. It's all a conspiracy and they're just not telling us. Oh, you meant as the figure of speech, right? I'm sorry. Well, it has been a lovely meal. perhaps we should just get a. Excuse me, waiter. Can we get some breadsticks to go for the furry one? Yes, thanks. Like kid has just been eating breadsticks this entire time.
They're doing really good at it.
Getting it down their gullet at record speeds.
Like Kobayashi at a hot dog eating contest.
Holy shit.
She goes, well, you know how to reach me if you need me.
Of
Good
course.
luck in whatever you're doing.
As to you.
And she'll nod, and she'll motion for her underlings, and the blue little thing will go down, and they will take their leave, leaving you guys in the diner. Of course, they pay the bill on the way out.
Sorry, I just had a picture of them kind of standing all around the cash register paying.
Yeah.
Like in trench coats and everything. Should you do like a 25% tip? Is that good enough?
Yes, that's definitely good.
Because Piph, I was kind of really focused on how delicious these fries were. Did we ask them about like where we could find people? Was that like a
I thought we had the coordinates already.
just checking?
Yeah, from Isaac's dad. Sit out. Yeah.
Huh.
You meant of Cyber and Tessa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have coordinates for them.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't mind heading to. Unless you guys want to go home, it is
No,
on the
I'm
light
good to
move.
save them.
I'm a night owl. Let's do this.
It's just been a long day.
The coordinates you were given is actually an abandoned apartment building in the one of the business sections of Zebron.
Anna is being overly cautious heading to it.
Sure. You guys grab a taxi.
Yeah.
You get one of the singing bobs.
I
So
forgot
Shuffle
about
food
the
into
bobs.
face.
you get to enjoy them. Well, there's the bob, the hob, but no, this one's singing bob. So you get to enjoy that for the whole trip.
Those dulcet
Fantastic.
tones.
You guys should really just buy a car or something. You did buy a car.
We did buy a car.
None of us knows how to drive.
Here.
Squee.
Nobody knows
The
how to
one thing
drive.
we did
Wait,
left.
what did you do with the car?
I'm
Is
pretty
it on
sure
the
it's
ship?
parked in
Or
the-
did we
in
just
I don't think we
leave it?
brought it.
Oh my
Well,
god.
no,
I think we
in the
dumped it.
ship with-
I mean, I'll let you guys retcon. We didn't really discuss it. What would you have done with the car?
Can we even get it on that clown thing?
The clown.
Oh shit,
thing?
that's right.
The
The
vacation tour
clown
clowns.
trip. Yeah. Fuck.
How could you? You'd have to transfer it back somehow, or you could leave it at You could leave it like in a storage bay or something,
Did we
Sure.
just dump it and
Or
hope we
you
didn't have
could-
to pay for the fines?
or you could just sell it as used.
Sell it as used. How much would we get?
Well,
$2.
given the damage to the bumpers
Oh my god.
from Anna's first foray into driving, how much did you pay for it? Do you remember?
I cannot remember. I think it was like 30 grand or something.
I think that's exactly right.
This
It's-
was a rental.
No, it
no,
wasn't.
it wasn't.
No,
they
they bought
it.
Purchased.
Oh,
We
They
literally
straight out
Jesus.
purchased
Yeah, we
it.
purchased
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
You're looking at probably about 14,000 credits.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, that's more than I thought.
Well,
Maybe they'll cover the fines.
It's like new. I mean, with the exception of the fender and all that. It's got literally,
But
like-
not.
it's got literally like 200 miles on it. That's it.
Yeah,
It's
don't
perfect
forget
for
the
training your kid.
don't forget the blood on the dash and all of that for not wearing
I-
seatbelts and stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I think we would
14,000.
know to use seatbelts.
So, you make your way to the apartment complex. Do you try to contact them or anything?
That might be the smart idea, so they don't shoot at us.
Just a thought.
Marco.
Mm.
All right.
maybe-
So
yeah.
how? Like what? Who? What? Who? Where? Who?
We have radios on
Well,
this planet.
yeah,
Yes.
we have
Yeah, we do.
radios, and we have wouldn't we have the frequency to contact Cyber 6?
Yes, Squee.
Yes.
I don't think you can say, "Oh, Cyber 6 doesn't have a radio" when it's built specifically into him.
I had no intentions of saying
Good.
anything of the sort. It's broken, though.
Oh my God, Squee.
It's not responding. He's went
No.
old school.
It's got radio silence. No, he would respond. He'd say, first, who's contacting him?
Anna, probably.
Mhm.
You'd hear, Anna, it's good to hear from you. You guys are obviously close by. Do you know where we are?
Yes. Isaac's father's been keeping an eye on you guys, and very insistent he's the reason you two are alive.
Yeah, well, he's kind of right.
He's
So
a
I
humble
do,
one.
in fact, owe him one.
No, he's still an asshole. He's just a good shot.
So, because he's an asshole, I don't owe him one?
Listen, he has not stopped telling me every time he counts them in my ear.
Okay, that's a little funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I miss Cyber.
and he goes, "We're in apartment B22.
Okay. You guys are alone?
Just me, Tessa, and Indigo."
Cool. I'll be up in a sec.
And you're able to find your way to B22. It's like in the middle of the building, third, fourth floor. Knock on the door, you're let in, and you see Cyber 6, Indigo in her normal orange onesie tied around the waist with the black tank top, and Tessa in full body armor.
You mean a jumpsuit?
A onesie.
Okay.
Tessa's in full body armor, but she does have the helmet and the glove. Like there's obviously taking a break.
Anna's
And,
gonna go straight to Tessa and be like, "Are you hurt?"
Tessa like kind of hug you awkwardly. No, fine.
Okay. Good. Then I can definitely say I'm proud of you.
Oh, good.
Didn't expect you to just go straight to war.
Oh, well, about that. Sam, what they did to him. I saw him.
Finn gave me an idea. They're as bad as I think it is.
And she like starts getting like very flustered, and Indigo kind of puts a hand on her shoulder. Maybe I should take this one, kid. We reached out to your father's syndicate hoping to, like we talked about before, maybe make an alliance with them before Vector got to them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were open enough to a meeting. We set such a meeting up. Your sister came with us, of course, to act as a facilitator.
Anna winces a little bit.
Well, I'm still not exactly sure why, but Tessa started shooting. And Tessa just goes, "They turned him into a machine. It's the same voice, Anna, but it's like he's not there."
Anna is definitely trying so hard to keep it together, but is not doing a good job, and is just kind of going to turn away from the others a little bit.
I lost my cool. I shot Dad.
She turns back, shocked.
I liked
He was
Sam.
there?
I felt he was. He wanted to negotiate for her, and she points to Kid.
For what? Me? Why?
Mother wants you back very badly.
Kid rolls
So
their
they're
eyes.
together again?
I think Mother wasn't there. And you hear from the doorway a gruff, "If she was, she'd have a hole in her head." And you can see Isaac's father standing in the doorway. A duster covering dark red, almost maroon colored body armor.
Oh, it's this deck.
Hey! Be nice.
Just raises an eyebrow.
Your little group are not great at subtlety. They do know how to handle themselves in a fight, I'll give them that. And they sure know how to piss people off.
I guess you could call it a house special.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere to sit down in this place?
Yeah, there's furniture.
Kid's
It's-
gonna go sit next to a window or some shit. I don't know.
And Cyber 6 will like tilt his sombrero back and he'll be like, "So from what we gathered, as far as we can figure out, your mother needs Kid, wants Kid. I don't exactly understand the details. They weren't exactly forthcoming with it. But, well, the point is, we were too late. It is very clear that they have had dealings with Vector."
Goody.
Well, they're short about 20 guards now. So there's that. And Indigo's like, Cyber. Cyber shrugs. What? I got to look at some sort of silver lining here, right?
Yeah.
Good job.
Who?
She gives him a thumbs up.
And Cyber 6 will kind of go up to Anna. Look, I know this isn't exactly the easiest conversation, but who is Sam? Is it important that we know?
I guess ex-boyfriend was supposed to run with Tessa and I, but I didn't wait long enough for him to get on the ship and left him there.
He very calmly told me that he tried, that Father caught him, and that he was made an example of. He explained it like he was giving a lesson.
Tessa, I already feel bad enough.
Yeah. She kind of looks down. And Indigo goes, wait, no, I don't get it. You feel bad for what? You didn't do that.
I left him.
You were running from a maniac, and I can by in that way. I have seen him. Don't you dare blame yourself for what an asshole like that does.
He wouldn't have done it if I was smarter about it.
Maybe not that day. And like Indigo walks straight up to Anna. Maybe not that day. But if he was willing to do that, it would have happened sooner or later, with or without your actions. Your decisions are no excuse for his actions, and don't you dare take responsibility for that.
I don't think you can tell me what I can take responsibility for and what I can't.
She like looks at you. Anna, you've got enough.
I've been passive my entire fucking life, and when I'm not passive, I'm running away. How is that anyway not my fault?
She looks at you and kind of blinks.
I left him. I didn't wait because I cared more about myself and Tessa, and I said screw it, and I just left, and I did nothing to go back and get him.
She crosses her arms. And what? Do you really, really believe that Sam would be fine and dandy to this day? He never would have made a mistake, never would have slipped up, never would have been made an example.
No, I don't believe that. But this is directly consequences of me leaving.
No, this is directly consequences of your father being an asshole. We've all been there.
But if I did it in a way that maybe he didn't figure it out. And didn't just book it. Or maybe I got Tessa off and then stuck around and tried to change things so maybe he wasn't the leader anymore. Was dead in the ground.
You did the best you could.
I didn't.
Indigo actually looks a little taken aback. You kept your sister and yourself alive, Anna.
But it's survival enough.
Sometimes it's the best you can do. What were you going to do? Run back in a blaze of glory? Get yourself killed? And then who would have looked after Tessa?
Kid?
You didn't even know Kid.
No, Kid has a question, or as a plus mark.
Kid would have looked after Tessa. Indigo.
It would have been Kid.
God.
Dummy.
Sorry, yes, Kid.
I'm sorry. You were really getting into that. Damn.
Yeah. Damn.
Sorry,
I was so taken aback. I was like, who's Kid?
Anyways.
Yes.
At that point, Kid would kind of move away from their window spot and say, there, aside from time travel, apparently, is nothing that we can do to change the past. And even then, that would probably just destroy everything as is. What we can do is fix the future, I guess. We can't just cry about what we did or didn't do. I mean, I guess we can, but that's not going to do anything. If you're really that upset about all of this, then do something about it now.
What can I do if he's a Borg? Shoot him in the head?
I mean, you can shoot your dad in the head. Like, that's a start.
I shot him.
Yes, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, good job on that.
In the shoulder, right here.
Higher and more center. And Kid kind of points to the forehead. But I mean, he's a robot, yeah, but so cyber. Like, he's fine enough as is, right?
Cyber looks at Kid and shrugs and tilts his sombrero down a little bit. Into this.
I'm not part of this conversation, Danny. Sorry.
I ain't getting involved with her boy problems.
Just like this isn't great. It's not even good, but it's a start. We know that he's here. We know that he's trying to get a hold of me. Like, these are things that we can use. These are things that we can plan around. And in the end, if you gotta kill him, then, like, I don't know, maybe, but until you actually, like, talk to him, how are you going to know?
You're talking about Sam, right?
Yes.
How the fuck am I even gonna face him?
With your face and words, probably.
Rubs temples.
And Kid kind of rubs their face a little bit and says, it's not easy dealing with people from your past. We all know this. Especially when that person is someone that you've not done well by. But unless you step up, then nothing's going to change.
I just need to be alone for a little bit. She's gonna go to like a different room.
Sure. Like, brushes past Isaac's father, walks to another apartment. Tessa will kind of look after everyone, like look after Anna, look to everyone else, and then just kind of sit down. I shouldn't have overreacted like that.
No, it's fine. You're dealing with it too.
Yeah, no, good job on shooting him.
No, I mean, maybe we could have gotten more information or made some sort of deal or something, but
Nah, it's fine. We've been able to come back from worse odds. It's no big deal.
You should have seen when we pissed off a Splagorth.
Fuck!
Was that Splagorth?
That's right. Man, that was not fun running.
like Cyber 6 eyes widen. He's like, what?
Oh,
Isn't that why you guys hired me?
Yeah, so you remember, it was in the papers a while ago. You remember that war between the CCW and the Splagorth?
Yes.
Oops!
Cyber 6's like eyes like his pupils like contract. And then he's like, huh.
So yeah, funny story. We were basically given a panic button for from a group. I think it was Paw.
Yeah, it was Paw.
And then from there, we found ourselves in a bad situation.
Yeah, because of this.
Splagorth basically
we were,
going to be killing a lot of people.
Yeah, we were part of a big hunt. I can't remember what company it was for, but it's like you do this thing, you participate in this this set of events, and the Splagorth was kind of going to try and cheat because things happened, and so they were going to start killing a whole bunch of people, including us. So we activated the button. And do you want to continue on?
Yeah, I mean, we can. Sorry, Kid, did you have something you want to jump in?
Yeah.
Cyber 6 was in the beginning of that competition.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he was. He was at the start. Then they got their man and went away.
Yeah. So he knows about the competition. Yeah, that competition turned sour.
Yeah, that one. No, there was a Splagorth in there.
Yeah.
Well, I know that there were
the
minions of the Splagorth. I didn't know there was actually a Splagorth involved.
His uncle came by and was kind of mad.
Uncle?
Yes.
Okay, let's be clear here. Splagorth, giant alien with tentacles and a large eye.
No, God, no.
Everyone just kept calling him like a commander or something like that.
Yeah, Overlord, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, so
he kind of like puts his like face to his head. Okay, got it. So a minion makes much more sense. He's like, my God, I didn't know I was that close to a Splagorth.
Okay, so he came by. He was mad about all of that. He held the place hostage. Because the dragon statues. You remember that?
I remember.
And him plus 40 ships. We decided to use the clicker thing, the beacon, and about 80 ships from the CCW. Turns out it was a distress call for I can't remember what class of ship, but for a CCW ship. And then all of a sudden there's like, oh shit, there's Splagorth here. Oh shit, there's CCW, and they just start firing on each other, which let us escape. And that's what started the war.
You hear like a gruff, like, from Isaac's father.
Yeah, that was accidental. But hey, it was fun.
Speaking of Pa, Indigo says, any word?
We just made a contract at the Corsairs to have them rescued.
Contract? And like they look at each other. Rescued? What Corsair group would take a contract to rescue someone?
Under a guy named Winston. He's really big.
Yeah.
Winston.
Big, huge demon.
Balor Demon Winston?
Yes.
On the very bottom floor. Yeah.
They
so
both
people
start
out in there.
laughing. I
Nice.
thought he'd make it. No, you said he might make it. No, I was pretty confident. Oh, did he offer you milk?
I got
Yeah.
3 boxes.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ever give him a bounty, but all right.
Why not?
Well, I mean, he has a temper.
Oh, he's not the bounty dude. He's the operator.
He's an operator?
Yeah, he's an operator.
Like Indigo and like Cyber 6 share this look of like amazement. Huh.
Hey, he's
Didn't know
actually
he had it in him.
pretty cool.
Okay. Well, then you definitely hired the right people.
Yeah.
If someone's gonna break the paw out of prison, then yeah, Corsairs would do it.
Kid kind of shrugs and goes, apparently his team scares the shit out of him, so I guess they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Also, we found out a couple of things since we last hung out. Turns out that Vector is ex-Corsairs.
What?
Yeah.
But
From like 100 years before you guys.
Yep.
oh, Cyber 6 like goes. I've heard
100 years before now.
Right. I mean, I've heard of rogue Corsairs, and like his eyes flick to Isaac's father. I'm shocked. Usually only a certain temperament of people join Corsairs, and well, and he looks straight up at the door. I don't agree with your tactics or your methods, certainly when it comes to family members. But at least I understand what you're doing. Vector, I don't get it.
Oh, we know exactly why.
So we're telling them.
Oh yeah, no, this is our test group.
Yeah, this is our test group.
Did you hear that, Indigo? We're a test group.
Okay,
Oh no,
so
you should take this a
Like
little
Indigo,
bit more
Indigo like
seriously.
crosses her
yeah,
arms under.
let's make sure everybody who has been involved with the Corsairs at all sit the fuck down, because this is some heavy shit we're about to say.
Stares at Dad.
Yeah,
And
he's staring right
we'll
at Dad.
end tonight's session right there.
Okay.
Because I have to go to bed.
Yeah.
So next week, we'll tell Cyber 6 and Indigo about the Cataclysm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. thank you guys
This
for
is
watching.
the test group.
Yeah, this is the test group.
We'll see how they react.
If they lose their shit, we know we're screwed.
It's like
Yeah.
so.
No, they're going to.
Yeah, they're gonna lose their shit.
Yeah, but it's the level of shit lost that is really going to tell us what's going down.
Right. It's the explosiveness of the bowel movement that we need to be concerned
Oh my god,
with.
Squee.
Hey, she started it.
My god. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.